Hello and welcome to Tuesday morning at Fingering Hoe. Lovely bright day, a little bit of a breeze, still got my shorts on, even though it's almost December. Anyway, today I'm going to be a short video, so I'm trying out something I've been putting together. I've got the ATAS 120 on the roof of the car, Yaesu ATAS 120, and I've been trying to set something up kind of semi-permanently, or something that I can sort of install in the car on a sort of temporary basis to make the operating a little bit more or less disorganised, shall we say. Anyway, I'm going to take my coat off because otherwise it will rustle, and then I'll take you inside the car and show you what I'm doing. It's like the middle of summer out here. Yeah, what a beautiful day. So what I wanted to do, in one of my, probably the previous video, I went out with Richard G0NAD, and we were operating using the 857, and with a passenger in the car, and he was holding the 857 in between his legs, which is like far from ideal. So what I wanted to do was mount it somehow, mount the radio in the car somehow, and just sort of make it all a bit more manageable. Now, I've got this here, and I'll come back to that in a sec. I've got all of this here just to show you. It's not actually going to stay there when I'm done, but I've been busy buying bits and pieces. Cheapish extension speaker, which was from Thunderpole, which is actually a CB shop here in the UK, but that was via Amazon, so it turned up the next day. And then I've got a separation or a remote head mounting bracket from Yaesu, and I've got it mounted on some dense foam sponge, which actually was used to pack a kayak that I've had for ages. So I've got a big block of this sponge, and I've just kind of crafted a bit with a sharp kitchen knife, and I've got a recess here in the car, in the dashboard, and I've fashioned it so that that slides in there like that. And I've bought, I do have a separation kit for the 857, but it's the cables on it, the control head cable and also the microphone cable are really long, and much longer than I actually need. So I bought a couple of new cables to replace them that are shorter. So the control head, for example, is a 6-pin. You probably can't see it there, but it's just a standard 6-pin RJ12, and that goes into the front of the radio, or the base unit. And the microphone, which plugs in there, is also sort of standard, which is a 8-pin RJ45. And the idea is, when I've finished with this, that it will be out of the way, but and I'm going to move it in a minute. The radio itself is mounted on this stuff here, and this has been in a previous video as well. This is 2 layers of Corex, which is the sort of corrugated plastic that estate agents use for their sort of for sale signs. And I've got 2 layers of that together, and then I've got Velcro, which holds the radio on, and in this case it's actually holding the ATU on as well, which I don't actually need today because I'm just using the ATAS. But what I want to be able to do is be able to press the tune button on the radio, so that will be located kind of behind me, either in the footwell or on the rear seats. This is also on the back here, which is sort of housing the LiFePo 4 battery just there. This is also the high dense sponge as well, which I've kind of cut to shape as well. And that's quite high there because originally when I made this, I was using sealed lead acid batteries, which are a lot taller, but about the same sort of width. So hence that's why that's taller. I've used this before on numerous occasions when I want to set up quickly and sort of deploy quickly, and it'll actually fit inside a dry bag when I'm out in the kayak, etc. But it will also work quite well for this as well. It's got Velcro again holding the battery in. So anyway, so all of this and the wires will be put out of the way, and that is the plan. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move all of them, and I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you where everything is kind of routed, but it's not going to be a permanent or even a semi-permanent really. It's just going to be temporary when I'm operating. And just having the head here, and I've actually slanted that up there, as you can see, so that the radio fascia is actually pointing up towards me. And I think this will be altogether much more satisfactory than having the radio either down there or sat up on the dashboard. I'll just put my coat there actually to cut out a lot of the glare. Anyway, right, so I'm going to move it, and then I'm going to make a few contacts, which is not really why I'm here, but
4 Oscar 9 kilowatt Oscar Mexico calling CQ and standing by.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Mobile.
Sierra Victor 9, come again. CQ Italy Radio 4 Radio Mike Oscar Delta Special Event Station QRZ.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Mobile.
CQ Italy Radio.
Okay, it's a bit of a schoolboy error. Towards the back here by the radio, I've got the SOTA beams speech compressor, and if you have it the wrong way round, you don't get any RF, and I wasn't really taking any notice. Now I'm calling stations there. I'm on 100 watts, and although I'm on the ATAS, which is not the most efficient of aerials, nobody was hearing me. So I've switched the compressor around because the mic end was at the radio end and vice versa. So we'll see if they can hear me now.
By 73, you that?
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Mobile.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey again.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Mobile.
Okay, 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Mobile 59.
Yeah, also 59. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
By 73, you that?
Okay, so well, that worked. I've made that mistake before. I've sat here before calling stations for sort of 10 minutes or so. That I didn't do it for that long. I just thought, there's got to be something wrong here, because the stations I was hearing there was a couple. They were really quite strong. So anyway, so I've got the radio etc. back here, so it's quite easy for me to reach back. I don't need to actually turn around really. Just sort of reach back and press the tune button on there. I have got the interface cable, so I don't need to sort of give myself a carrier before I do anything like that. As I said, I've got the speech compressor there, and I've just got the cables running forward, and they're just sort of coming down by the side of the seat here. So I need to find a way of mounting this speaker, albeit kind of on a temporary arrangement. But at the moment it's just sat on top of my open dash tray, which I never use. One thing also worth mentioning actually, if I take this out of here, let's turn the radio off first. Take this out of here. I've also got an 891, which has a screw hole, or a bolt hole, shall we say, on the back of it for mounting onto various mounts, which is something that the 857 doesn't have. And the intention will be to make this thing that's made of the foam, which I just sort of like use to hand, and it's just held on there with cable ties. I do intend to make something else, or similar thing, but from wood, that I can mount the. If I then turn it round, because I'll leave this permanently attached, the plate there permanently attached, and then when I put the 891 in the car, I can actually turn it round and have a different attachment on the front there. So that would sort of go in there like that. So that's the idea. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. If I was going to do a permanent install, then obviously I would do it differently. But I think that is actually quite neat, really. I'm quite sort of pleased with that as a prototype. The stuff behind me, I don't care about that because I haven't really got to look at it. But anyway, that's pretty good. Okay, so I've only had one QSO there, but I didn't really come out with the intention of trying to make lots of contacts. I just wanted to try this out. Quite pleased with that. A few more little refinements to be made, but I think that's going to be a lot neater than having it up on the dashboard or the radio actually on the seat. It's much more user friendly. There was no video at the weekend just gone because it was really windy and it wasn't great, and I hibernated and stayed inside working on a project which is a video for another day. Anyway, 7-3, till next time, bye for now.